Welcome to the second episode of Trade on Tuesdays at 2. I'm Dr. Sarita Jackson, President and CEO of the Global Research Institute of International Trade. Today's 2-minute brief and 2 tips focus on questions that I've received from importers and exporters over the last couple of weeks. I've received calls asking about grants specifically for businesses in international trade. I'll hear things like, I keep hearing about these particular grants. Do I qualify, and how do I get access to these grants? Well, my response is that if you are a small business exporter, yes, you do qualify. These grants are known as the STEP grant, which stands for State Trade Expansion Program. The STEP grant is a part of a larger initiative on the part of the United States to encourage small businesses to increase their exports or start exporting to the global market altogether. So if you're a small business exporter listening to this, you're probably wondering, okay, so what do I do? Well, here are my 2 tips. The first thing that I recommend is that you go to the Small Business Administration website, sba.gov, do a search for the STEP grant, and get information on the criteria and all details regarding applying for the STEP grant. The second recommendation is to identify the awardee in your particular state. Now, I mention the awardee in your state because the way the grant works is that the STEP grant is a financial award given to different states, and then it is up to the awardee, the contact person in that particular state, that controls how those funds are dispersed. So having that information gives you a point of contact, an additional resource for navigating the STEP grant process. So those are my 2 tips for today's Trade on Tuesdays at 2. Again, I'm Dr. Sarita Jackson, President and CEO of the Global Research Institute of International Trade. If you have any questions about the STEP grant, go ahead and write your questions in the comments below. Otherwise, until next time, stay well. Go ahead and subscribe to the GRIIT YouTube channel and share today's Trade on Tuesdays at 2. Thank you for tuning in.